Hey everybody, Karen from Master Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are going to be exploring your questions with the Lead Team Collective regarding psychic abilities. So I did a call out. I did a post on the channel asking if you guys had questions about psychic abilities, and there was a ton of them. So today we're going to be answering the question whether everybody can be psychic. Can everybody be psychic? Can anybody be psychic? So your questions revolve around psychic abilities in general, why some people seem naturally gifted, right? And how those abilities may develop throughout our lives. So those are the questions that we're going to be answering today. Now, at the end of each of these episodes that I do, when you guys have personal questions, I will be having the lead team answer the personal questions as well. We have 2 personal questions to be answering today because I think they're so much fun when you guys tell your stories and then can you ask the lead team about this? So that's what we're going to be answering today about psychic abilities. And I've probably got several more episodes to do related to psychic abilities, but kind of grouped together differently. All right. So before we get started, I have to say, holy smoke, back man. I think I said that last time. So I am in the Midwest, and we are getting a little clearer today. But we got the smoke back from Canada. Anybody else having that problem? Let us know where you're at, and if you're having, it looks like fog, basically. I don't really smell it when I go outside, or I don't. I mean, I haven't been going outside. I've been trying not to, but this is very funny, and then I'll get going with the questions. But somebody sent me, I think this was on Facebook, and a friend of mine had sent this to me. It said, "Dear USA," it's a meme. "Dear USA, it's Canada. We're actually smudging you." And here's the image. I just thought that was so cute. Look at that. I thought that how appropriate for our community, right? Well, thank you, Canada, for smudging us. We absolutely need it. I think Canada needs to be smudged as well. Actually, the whole world does, right? But what a great way to see that whole situation. We're getting smudged right now. I can feel it too. All right, let's go ahead and say our little prayer. And for anyone who's new here, welcome. So glad you've stumbled across our channel, hoping you'll stick around if you enjoy this content. If it's helpful for you, please subscribe. And for those who have been around, you're amazing. And I've enjoyed so much building this community with you. So thanks for being here as always. Okay, so psychic abilities, huh? All right, I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, the Lead Team Collective, and only those of the highest and purest light, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the Lead Team Collective, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, hey, Lead Team. Are you guys smudging us? Are we being smudged? Yes. Yes. Does Canada and the US need a good smudging right now? Is that what's going on? Wow, that's interesting. I hadn't even really thought to talk to them about this. Wow. Okay, I was joking, Lead Team, but are you serious? Are you serious about us being smudged? Yes. Okay. Very cool. All right, well, Lead Team, thanks for being here as always and partnering with us. So we have questions, the community members have questions regarding psychic abilities. So are you on board for answering those questions for us today? Awesome. All right, thank you. Okay, and then Lead Team, I have 2 personal questions to ask from community members. Can you please tap into who those people are? So you guys are going to need to know if you ask that question because I don't have your code or anything, okay? Your handle, your YouTube handle. So, but Lead Team knows who. Do you know who they are, Lead Team? Who asked that question? Okay, very good. So obviously tap into them specifically, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, question number 1. Is there a link lead team, between neurodivergence and spiritual awakening? Yes. We've actually talked about this before, in terms of being on the spectrum. That would be a whole conversation, but we've had conversations with them about this before. That actually, if I remember correctly, those with autism, and I don't know if it's, well, I can just ask. So those with autism, the amount of energy that they're dealing with because of the spiritual awakening their soul is bringing, or having that experience, is it too much sometimes? Is the energy, or it's the vibration, is the vibration not too much, but is their vibration higher, which is causing them to look or appear differently than what those whose vibration is denser, I guess. I don't even know if I'm asking that correctly, but yes. So do you guys get what I'm saying? There's something to do with their high vibration, and like, especially if they have a hard time communicating, or if they get overwhelmed. Some people with neurodivergent can get overwhelmed really easily, more easy than other people. And it has to do with this higher vibration that they're carrying, or that they can feel. Is that true? Okay, they've been saying yes, yes, yes. Okay. So hopefully they understand me, but hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so hey, lead team, do all people have psychic abilities? All people, all humans? Yes. Because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Is that why? Yes. So we need to turn this around. This is going to be me, Karen, talking, but I'll leave the rods up so they can answer. Let's turn this around. And we all know this now. A lot of us who have been talking about this for a while. So to ask, do we all have psychic abilities? The psychic ability would be whatever you can do in spirit form. So if you believe you're a spirit first, that's where we're turning this around. You are a spirit first. You are a being from somewhere else, coming to Earth and having an adventure. You just traveled a little bit. You're taking a vacation. And you came here, and this is your vehicle. This is my vehicle that I'm in, right? So that higher being from a different dimension, which I'm assuming is from a higher dimension, correct, lead team? Yep. It has abilities that are higher than what we have in the 3D, which means if that's true. So is that the case, lead team? Yes. If that's the case, then you can see how we would all have psychic abilities. It's not even a question. We all have it. The question is in the 3D, can you develop it? Can you bring it forward? Can you tap into it? Can you increase your vibration, your density, this density of your body? Can you increase your vibration to thin the veil between the other dimensions, basically? So it's actually, I think once we understand that question probably wouldn't even come up anymore. Because what's happening is, for when you ask that kind of question, which I would have 5 months ago, it's just where I'm at now, you're thinking of yourself as a human first. That's kind of how I see it. Like, once we stop thinking of ourselves as a human first, think of yourself as a spirit first, and then be like, yeah, I've got all those abilities. Anything the spirits have abilities to do, Do some people never develop psychic abilities? Are there some people who never develop? No. Okay, so we all have psychic abilities, and are we all using them whether we know it or not? That's really kind of yes. Okay. So we all have psychic abilities that we're using. You could call it intuition. You maybe don't even know you're using it. So is that what you're saying, lead team, is why we all humans will develop some psychic abilities at some point in their lifetime? Is that true? Yes. Okay. Can senior citizens develop psychic abilities later in life? Yes. And let's talk senior citizens for a minute. What exactly is a senior citizen? It's funny to me because, like ARP is 50 and, then you get in, so, and then there's Medicaid or whatever at 65 or 6, and then Social Security, depends where you're going to take it. It's in the United States. So what exactly is a senior citizen? I think it's going to be very hard for me to classify myself as a senior citizen. I have a neighbor who I go places with. I'll take her places. She has dementia. She's like 62. She has dementia and, oh my God, I keep forgetting I forget what it's called, with an M. It's so weird. I'm drawing a blank lately when I've said this word, and it's so weird. It's not muscular dystrophy. Anyways. I'll take her to movies and stuff, and because she lives with her sister, and she asked me. She's 62. I'm 57. Okay, but she appears much older than I am. She appears much older than 62 because of her disabilities or her illness. So, but she asked me if, because she goes to the senior center and she goes to daycare. That's what she calls it, senior daycare. And her and I are not that far in age. And I'm like, she does kind of feel like a senior citizen. But I also know people who are like 20 years older who do not seem like senior citizens. So let's be, I think it's just a matter of how we see it, right? But she's like, are you going to sign up for the senior citizen center? I'm like, no, not that I'm not opposed to that. I mean, they have cool things there. I'm just saying I'm having a hard time identifying myself as a senior citizen. So at 57. I'm putting maybe if you're in your 90s, then you're like a senior citizen. I'd say that would be about right. Okay, that was just Karen's opinion, So hopefully I didn't offend anybody. Just my opinions. That's my own shadow work I have to do, I guess. Okay, can a childhood psychic gift be relearned as an adult? Yes, absolutely. And again, senior citizens, absolutely, you can develop anytime. Do psychic abilities become stronger the more we use them? Yes. Is that because do we get more comfortable because our nervous systems get adjusted to it? Yes. So is adjusting our nervous system something that needs to happen? That's definitely happened to me. Yes. Okay. So it is actually a good thing to develop slowly, I'm assuming, for most of us, so that we can deal with our nervous systems. Yeah. So if you don't feel like it's happening for you, maybe be careful about what you ask for or wishing for it, because it can be very uncomfortable. If there are people whose psychic abilities have developed too quickly. We have my sister has somebody on her side of the family who, young woman, and it's major anxiety. I mean, just too much. So her nervous system's having a hard time adjusting to it. So I'm careful about what I wish for with that, for sure. Do psychic abilities fade if we ignore them or stop using them? No. But I'm assuming we can turn them off. Some people can turn them off, like a faucet. Yes. So, but then they could turn them back on if they wanted to, probably easier. they could probably access them easier. I don't know, you guys tell us. I mean, there's probably a ton of people here who can leave a bunch of comments about this. So share your experiences so people can, get an idea of what it's been like. Or share your experiences with your nervous system too. If over, like, what did you go through, and let's help each other in the community, understand what the process is like, and what did you do to access your psychic abilities. Remember, we all have them. What did you do to access it? How did you raise your vibration? How did you thin the veil between you and the other dimensions? If we have several psychic abilities that are only mildly developed, is it possible to strengthen all of them? Yes, 100%, I would say. Absolutely. It's just a matter of what you want to do, I'm guessing. How much time you want to put into it, how much you want to regulate your body to access. And maybe this is, I think, going into the golden future, we're all going to need our bodies. They have been changing. They're going to a crystalline energy. I don't know if energy is the right word, but it's crystalline is the word that I've heard, that our bodies since 2012 have been adjusting. And so, yes. And so are we all going to be developing our psychic abilities? For those who want to hang out in the 5D, are we all going to be developing these abilities, and it'll just be natural? Yes. Is it something we're going to have to work on to know? Okay. So we'll be able to just slowly adjust with the ascension process. Yes, that's kind of what I'm counting on. Personally, I gotta make videos, I got rather than work on my psychic abilities. Okay, but if you really want to, I mean, that probably is going to become a lot of the work people are doing right now to help to help others with the ascension process. I'm assuming they just said yes. Turn that down. So if this is an interest of yours, I think humanity is going to need a lot of us to assist others to understanding this process, is my guess. Yes. Okay. So if your intuition is guiding you, which is really your spirit teams, but if your intuition is guiding you, then hey, give it a go, Let's see. Should we focus on developing? Okay, so should we focus on developing one psychic ability before trying to develop others? Okay, they're saying yes and no. So it maybe just to, would you, lead team, recommend, just like I said, following your intuition on that? So it depends on who you are and what you want to do with it. Yes. If you're feeling guided and enthusiastic and motivated to develop more than one at a time, and if that fits your personality, then go for it. Yes. But if it doesn't, if it feels overwhelming and you're not feeling motivated to do more than one at a time, then maybe hold back on it. Yes. Okay. So that's why the yes and no, it looks like. Does developing one psychic ability make it easier to develop another? That's great. Great question. Yes. Oh. So, lead team, would you consider the fact that you and I can communicate this way as a psychic ability? I mean, because they're not everybody, not the dowsing rods don't move for everybody. And I want to be clear, the dowsing rods aren't answering your questions, because a lot of times people say the rods are wrong, or the rods, I'm like, it's not the rods, the rods are the tool, just like meditation would be the tool. And then it's your interpretation of what you're getting when you're meditating and what I'm getting here. Okay. So my veil is somewhat thinner to the other dimensions because the lead team can access that through me. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So are you saying, lead team, that it would be easier for me now that I've got this going to develop some other psychic abilities if I really wanted to at this point, kind of work on that? Yes. Okay. Is meditation the best place to begin developing psychic abilities? Yes, but it's not the only place. So they said, no, it's not the only place. So if meditation doesn't work for you, you can, work with other things. Does remembering our dreams help develop our psychic abilities? Yes and no. Yes and no. I have the hardest time to. I literally will wake up, think of the dream, and it will just go. It's just gone. I'm like, what the? It's so weird. It is so weird. Like, I literally, and I don't know if that's just senior citizen, but I'm like, wait a minute. I was literally just there, and now within a second, I can't think of the details, even though I can feel the details, but I can't formulate them. It's very annoying because I would like to sometimes. I mean, literally within a second. It's not even funny. So annoying. Does that mean that dreams, like, is that my senior citizen body? No. Does that mean that the details of the dreams are not meant for me at this time? Yes. Okay. I had never asked that before. Is remembering only one or two dreams each year exactly what we're meant to remember? That's just what I asked about my own dreams. Yes. Okay, so did you see how I asked them? Maybe I'm not meant to remember them. So don't be so hard on yourself when other people do, because that's meant for them. But if you're not getting it, move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? Let's not be so hard on ourselves. But it is good for me to know that it's not senior citizen. I'm going to call myself a senior citizen for a lot, because you know what? Senior citizens bring wisdom, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. We just have, like, the word senior citizen. There's so much shadow around that for me, clearly. But, let's rework it. Let's rework it. Because, if I think of senior citizens in a Native American culture, I think of wisdom and, like, just like I would want to hang out with them, But when I think of senior citizens, like in the culture that I live in the United States, I don't think of that in the commercialized capitalism. That's not what I think of. So how about you guys? All right. Okay. Our two personal questions. I'm excited. Okay. So lead team, let's tap into these two people, please. Okay, so the first person asked, when I drift off to sleep and see faces or partial faces, is that the beginning of a psychic connection? Oh, great question. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so this person is seeing, they're connecting with their loved ones, their soul family. They are making an angel, something like that. They are making a connection. It's not just what we would think of a dream that has no spiritual connection. No. So you are connecting. Very cool. Very cool. All right, the second one. After years of accurate pendulum answers, this is an interesting question, you guys. After years of accurate pendulum answers, I've suddenly been getting incorrect answers for several months. Okay, lead team, that's the story. Is this a problem with this person's psychic development and their ability? No, it is not a problem. Should this person stop using the pendulum? Is that what you want? This person to stop using the pendulum? No. Okay, how do I ask follow-up questions to this? Is this person actually getting wrong answers through the pendulum? Yes. Does this person need to clarify who they're communicating with? Is there something? Yes. Is there another being, entity that they're not aware of. Don't mean it's dark or anything, just another energy that's tapping into. Do they, yes. Would it be helpful for this person to do the law of challenge? Yes, so do the law of challenge, which would be, I'll do it right now for you and then we'll end. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Wouldn't that be something at the end of my video if they said no? I'd be like, oh, come on, I gotta Yes. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? So you ask 3 times and they are required to give you an honest answer. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? I'd be so mad if I was not talking to the lead team right now. Yes. Okay. So try that. I have a feeling you maybe already did, so hopefully that's not too frustrating. But maybe you got to do some smudging. Ask any other entities to just leave, like just demand them that they leave and that you're only talking to, just try some of that a little bit. Maybe put your pendulum in your whatever you're using. Maybe do some clearing on that. Maybe you need to wash it or rinse it. I don't know. People might have opinions about that. Depends on what you're using. Put it on a windowsill, give it some clearing. Just try some of those things. So, all right, great questions, you guys. We'll definitely keep tapping in. We've got questions about using psychic abilities wisely, spirit communication and psychic tools. We're going to do a separate whole conversation about that at some point soon. Altered states of consciousness. These were all related to your guys' questions. And psychic phenomena. Okay. And all of them have some personal questions around those topics too. So we will get to those over time. All right. I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.